A horrible, terrible, disastrous, apocalyptic thing is happening under the Trump administration. H-1B visas for cheap foreign tech workers are no longer being rubber-stamped and rushed through to appease Silicon Valley and big business. The open borders lobby, immigration lawyers, and liberal media are all up in arms. Why? Because Donald Trump is keeping his promise to fired U.S. workers at Disney and untold thousands of other high-skilled American workers displaced by H-1Bs that they were forced to train before getting shoved out the door. The White House has gotten serious about cracking down on H-1B visa fraud and abuse. Reviewers are applying more scrutiny to visa applicants, asking for more documentation, and delaying the approval process when necessary to verify claims. That's right. Federal bureaucrats are finally taking their jobs seriously and putting American interests first. And the left's response? We can't have that. Check out this Chicken Little piece in the San Francisco Chronicle. It bemoans the fact that, quote, more than twice as many H-1B applications were rejected in November compared with the same time last year. This is according to the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services data provided to the Chronicle. The newspaper reported, quote, immigration officials had ramped up their scrutiny of the visas through requests for evidence, documents that demand employers offer further proof of why the applicant deserves a visa. So immigration lawyers are now whining that their foreign clients have to file more paperwork and, horror of horrors, are subjected to the catastrophic inconvenience of having to wait a few extra weeks or months. Reported the Chronicle, quote, lawyers say they've had to justify why positions like a financial analyst or data scientist require a college degree. Other requests repeat questions asked in the original application. We're seeing denials on applications that we've gotten approved for the last 20 years, William Stock, former president of the American Immigration Lawyers Association, told the newspaper. Boo freaking who. If more scrutiny had been applied over the last 20 years, we'd have fewer H-1B visa vultures like Raju Kasuri and his family ripping off the system. He was sentenced to 28 months in federal prison last week after launching more than a dozen businesses that created an illegal sweatshop pipeline for low-wage H-1B tech workers to U.S.-based companies. Oh, and we'd have fewer horror stories like the ones that University of California San Francisco IT workers told me about for an episode earlier this spring of my CRTV.com show, Michelle Malkin Investigates. If only Bay Area liberals and Beltway Democrats weren't so acutely addled by Trump derangement syndrome, they might actually do something to help the American workers they pretend to champion, instead of enabling their sellout.